Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokémon Yellow. It has been well over a minute for me. I recorded the first 15, 16 episodes of these all in more or less one go. Not one session, but in one weekend. And then I decided something that I said I was going to do a couple series ago and I just hadn't gotten around to it. I moved my desk to a quieter location. Hopefully that will allow me to have slightly better sound quality, give me a slight bit more freedom to actually record. I've got a better room to do it in. I'm no longer near a hallway. I'm no longer near a refrigerator. The only thing that should really bother me now is street noise, and hopefully that won't be too bad. So that was a whole ordeal. I moved my desk, I moved my computer, I did all that stuff. I even bought a capture card so that I can finally do some more recent games, some HD console games that I wasn't able to record before. And turns out the capture card needs Windows 10, and I was still running Windows 7. And Windows 7 is great. I miss it a lot. But Windows 10 was supposedly able to upgrade without doing anything to my files and programs and settings, and it did not do that. We're going here to get a bike, by the way. We got that bike voucher from the Pokemon fan club president, and the bike voucher's worth like $1 million, and now we have a bicycle, which I will hopefully remember to use. It doubles your speed. Can't use it indoors, but apart from that, it's very helpful, and we're probably going to use it a lot. So anyway, I tried to update my Windows 7 computer to Windows 10, which failed at 52% of the update every time. And it gave me an error that was more or less not specific. It told me that it failed on the initial boot, but it did not tell me why. So I looked online to try to figure out the solution. There were about 3,000 solutions online. I attempted most of them before I just said, you know what, this is way too much work. Let's just do a clean install, I'll back up my stuff, and it'll all be fine. So I did that. It took way longer than I thought it should take to get Windows 10 actually working. It felt like it took about 2 hours, which I've got a pretty good computer. It's not a perfect computer, but it's a pretty good one. I don't think it should have taken that long, but such as it is, it did. That's just the reality of it. And eventually, Windows 10 loaded. And as I expected, all my programs were gone, all my files were gone, but my files actually weren't gone, and my programs actually weren't gone. It backed them up anyway. It backed them up to Windows.old. Now, you have to reinstall the programs. You can't just copy over the program files. But the files were all there too, so I wasted more time than I should have backing it all up. Oh well. At least now I have backups. I didn't have proper backups before. And if my computer did crash, which is done before, that could have been a problem. So I guess what I'm saying is back up your stuff. It's good for you. And now I'm back, hopefully in a quieter location. It might take me, if the quality is different in terms of video, it's because I've been messing around with the video settings, because I've now reinstalled programs, so I'm trying to get it all back to where it was before. The recording and the editing, we'll see. Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully everything turns out the way it should, and just it sounds a little bit better. That's my hope. And yeah, now I'll actually be able to record PS4 games, Nintendo Switch games. I don't have an Xbox One, and I'm still working on a way to record PS3. Apparently, it has a whole thing with HD compliancy whatnot. I don't know what it's all called. But I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get a way to do that because I have a lot of PS3 games, and I'd like to play them. So that's my hope. And that's a bit of what's been going on with me. As of this recording, this audio recording, that is, I've recorded like another dozen or so episodes of this series, just the video of it, which I did prior to moving the computer. And now I'm just doing the audio, which I wanted to wait until I had moved, just so I could kind of... I mean, if it's going to be better, and I think it is going to be better, we'll do it in the new location. So here, I'd like to catch a Spearow, because I know there are Spearow in here, and as I mentioned way, way earlier, Spearow, I think, is actually better than Pidgey in this game. First off, it gets Peck, like, right away. And, oh, hey, there's the Spearow. Let's slow the video back down. Let's catch this thing. So it gets Peck right away. It gets a stronger flying attack later on called Drill Peck, which is like an 80 base power, I think. Now, it can also get Fly, which Pidgeot is the final level. No, I killed... Oh, critical hit. Of course. Of course. We're getting a Spearow. I'm not leaving this place till I get a Spearow. And I think its stats are lower, technically, but because of the better attacks, it's more useful to get a Spearow that eventually evolves into a Fearow. So I want one of those, at least until I can get one of the legendary birds, probably, is what I'm probably gonna keep it that way. I haven't decided yet fully how I want my party to be. There are a lot of Nidorans in here. Yikes. Oh, hey, a Nidorino. You know what? Let's actually catch this guy, because I have a Nidoran male right now, but I kinda don't want to spend the time to actually evolve him. This is basically like a shortcut to that. If you would stop breaking out of my Pokeballs, that would be swell. That would be really, really swell. Of course, Nidorino is harder to catch because he is a higher level and a higher evolution. And I haven't weakened him a ton. Okay, there we go. That took like 6 or 7 Pokeballs, though. Let's heal Pikachu up a little bit so that he can still stay in front and hopefully get that Spearow. That would be wonderful. Huh, you can catch Rattatas here too. That's good to know, I guess. If you don't have one by this point in the game, I don't know what to tell you. Come on, man. There's like... I found one Spearow so far. I found as many Nidorinos as Spearows, and I don't think Spearow is like a rare drop. Aha! There we go. There's one. Okay, we'll do... Let's not do the... I don't think Quick Attack would have killed it if it didn't get a critical. But do I trust it? I think I should switch. Who do I got? I got Sandshrew. Okay, Sandshrew with just Scratch. I should even be able to get off 2 of those, probably. Would be my guess. But we'll see. We'll see how much damage this does. Oof. A crit again. Okay. Okay, hopefully that's weak enough. I mean, it's in the yellow, and Spearow isn't that hard to catch, I don't think. It's not like a Nidorino. Okay, good. We got our Spearow. But yeah, Spearow's going to be very useful for us for a while, especially because we are not right away, but soon enough coming up on the Grass Gym, and the Grass Gym is weak to flying. It's also weak to fire, that's why I've still got Charmeleon out. Pidgey, I don't think we'll learn Wing Attack fast enough, so it might not be useful, although we can get Fly above the gym. You don't have to... I don't think it's gated off by Snorlax. I think you can get Fly ahead of it. So we may actually go in with both Spearow and Pidgeotto. But we'll see. We'll see how tough it is. See what we got by then. We may even have more fire types by then. I think you can get Growlithe before then. Maybe even a Vulpix, depending on... I'm actually not sure. Not 100% sure what we can catch. We shall find out, though. I'm actually liking our team quite a bit right now. Mostly because Pikachu is just over-leveled. Okay, Okay, I don't think Diglett can kill me before I can heal. No, it didn't even come close. It did a third. We'll come out positive of this fight. Ekans. Sandshrew with Dig is probably the best bet for a poison type, because Butterfree's hurt quite a bit. Plus, poison is good against bugs, so you kinda don't always come out on top of those Butterfree V poison type. Okay, come on, Wrap. And he did use a poison sting. Ooh, that's strong. Sandshrew is good. Now we should be able to heal up more with Gloom. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, this is going very well. I may have gained more health that battle than I lost. I especially did with Gloom. Gloom was close to death, and now it's fine. Alright, this guy... He should also have rock types, I would assume, but let's see if he starts with a Machop. Nope, Geodude. Okay, well... Let's use Double Kick on this one. Will that kill? No. I guess Geodude does have a lot of health. Or a lot of defense, not a lot of health. What am I saying? It has been a minute, folks. Like, I recorded these, the actual video part to this a little bit before now. And then I spent hours upon hours fiddling with my computer, trying to get it to work, trying to let me access it. Thank you, Microsoft, for being garbage. I had no problems with Windows 7, and yet Windows 10 refused to run. It refused to upgrade. You know what? It was time for me to do a clean install. I was getting a little bit bloated. Like, I don't install a lot of unnecessary programs, but there were certainly some on there that I didn't need, that I absolutely can do without, and now I'm without them. Give me back some of my hard drive space, probably speed things up a bit. One of the things that I'm happy about is my computer did break a couple of years ago, and I had to get a new motherboard, I had to get a new CPU, and new RAM, and they put in 32 gigs of RAM, which I thought was really, really good, but it turns out Windows 7 Home can only use up to 16, so I've had 16 gigs of RAM just sitting in there doing nothing, and now at least with Windows 10 I can use all of my RAM that's currently in there, so that's a good thing. I guess I did future-proof it a little bit with the 32, although, like, even nowadays 32 isn't a ton. It's definitely a good enough amount. So up there is actually the way to get to the power plant, which is where you catch Zapdos. And to our left is Rock Tunnel, and Rock Tunnel is where we are going to go on the next episode, and we'll probably get to see a bunch more Zubats, and probably some Geodudes, and all those Pokemon from Mount Moon except Clefairy, because I don't think there are any Clefairies in here. But we'll do that on the next episode.